What up? This is Drew Morris, aka Hellspun, and I'm here to do just a quick review on Futuristic Lights. I'm going to be talking about the Ions real quick, and then I'm going to focus on my favorites, the Atom Special Editions. Just so you have a little bit of background on Futuristic Lights, they're a company that makes gloving accessories and lights, microlights. They've been in the industry for around a decade now. They were on the scene when I first got into stuff, and even though they haven't been the flagship company in the past, I think they're the flagship company now. And they've outlasted a lot of things that bigger and bolder companies didn't weather. So that says a lot about Futuristic being able to get through problems that big money wasn't able to. It's because they're the real deal. And they're about gloving, not about money, first and foremost. And it shows in their products. So let's talk about the Ions real quick. This is what I would call more of their beginner chipset. It's their lower priced, more affordable set, but don't let that fool you. It still brings a lot of value to the table, especially at the price. They have a chip-to-chip function, which means you can zap over the programming from the chip when you get it all down how you like it to every other finger almost instantly. It's boop, 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 that quick. Like, for real. It's that quick, that easy, once you've got colors that you like. Another thing that makes the Ion stand out and makes them really good for beginners, besides the lower introductory price, is that they have a color randomizer mode. And what this randomizer lets you do is go into a set and turn the randomizer on, and it will spit out just kind of some random colors. And if you like them, again, leverage that chip to chip to send that mode over to the rest, and you're ready to rock. That color randomizer lets newer glovers focus on getting into the gloving and actually doing stuff instead of having to learn how to program and click, 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 like we had to do in the beginning 8 years ago when I first got into gloving. That chip to chip has been one of the biggest quality of life features, and Futuristic brought it to the table. So thank you for making one of the biggest, best changes, and that was just the first one. Futuristic isn't done there. They've done a lot more than chip to chip to make gloving better. Let's talk about the Atoms now. The Atom Special Edition is basically the Atom Revision 2. The original Atoms are an awesome chip, and they do almost everything the Special Edition does, but then the Special Edition took the few flaws that the original Atoms had and improved and fixed them, as well as adding extra colors and extra patterns. So not only did they fix kind of the few small problems that they had with their first version, but they brought even more value to the table by giving us some extra modes. And by the way, the Matrix mode on the Special Editions, it's amazing. Now, what makes the Atoms so cool? If I had to say there was one thing that sets them apart, it's their accelerometer. Their accelerometer is the best of any chip I've ever seen with one in them, and I've tried them all. They also leverage the accelerometer so it can do multiple functions. It's just not tracking speed. It can track X, Y. It can track impulse. It's a full-fledged, true feature accelerometer. And I bet there's stuff it could do that they didn't even program in because they were already hitting their limits. Now, what does that accelerometer bring to the table when it's combined with the other huge feature of the Atoms? Is a sandbox switch mode. It brings a whole new world to the table. Sandbox switch is basically lets you do 3 different color sets and modes in the group. And then that accelerometer will determine which set you're seeing depending on how fast you're moving, or your X, Y, or your impulse. Depends on which setting you choose. But the fact that they let you do any of the 3 for the most part, you can get deep and make some cool illusions. Things like teleporting sets, blackout sets, trails that change colors. I don't care if you're into whips, if you're a tech person, I'm not, but whatever your style of gloving is, you are able to take that accelerometer and that sandbox switch and customize it to make you a more impressive gloving artist. the illusions that you can do once you kind of get comfortable with them, I haven't seen it being able to recreate on another chip on the market. Only the Atoms can do some of the things it can do. And that's what sets them apart and makes them the best chip in my mind. In fact, it's such a good chip that I lost my Atom Special Editions and I cried. I was at a metal show. They were on the seat of my car because I was going to an after party. And I was like, oh, I need to have my gloves with me. Well, they fell out when I got out and I didn't realize. They're on the ground in the parking lot and they were gone. Never saw them again. I cried and was depressed for like 3 days. 3 days over gloves. That's how good they are. I ended up paying $50 a chip, $400 for a set of 8. Didn't even get a full set of 10. I was willing to pay that much money. That's how good the Atoms are. Want to call me a fool? Fine. Fool and his money were parted, and I'm happy because I have special editions again. And I don't even have a full set. That's how good the Atoms are. With that being said, Atoms are currently not available. There's been a chip shortage. Hopefully Futuristic's been working on getting that fixed. I believe there's some good news coming, but I'm not in the know. I've just heard a few rumors floating around, and I have my fingers and my toesies crossed. Because if Atoms come back, I am filling out my set, and I am buying an extra set. Because I never want to have something happen to them again and me have to cry like that again. That's how good Atoms were and are. And I stake my entire reputation as both a glover, an artist, and a crazy person on it. So anyways, this is Drew Morris. This has been my honest, humble review of Futuristic Lights. Good luck to everyone that's in the contest. If you don't have Atoms, I hope you win so you get to experience them firsthand. They are really life-changing if you're a glover. I just don't know any other way to put it. Anyways, one love, one glove. Stay safe out there and keep the lights on.